The Armenian Bar Association's Rising Star Award recognizes Armenian legal professionals who have distinguished themselves in their professions and who have made a meaningful impact on their respective communities. The 2019 Rising Stars Award recipients are not only individuals to whom we in the Armenian community may point with pride. They are also, and ultimately more importantly, individuals who have already made their professional mark in the larger society as well.
Դավանա իրավաբանական փորձառու գրասենյակ, ընկերությունը, որը ունի հմուտ եւ պրոֆեսիոնալ փաստաբաններ, գլխավորությամբ Մարիամ Kuregyan-ի, պատրաստ են ձեզ ծառայել մի շարք ոլորտներում՝ ճանապարհատրանսպորտային վթարներ, Uber-ի եւ Lyft-ի հետ կապված պատահարներ, ապահովելով բարձր որակ եւ վստահություն, մենք առաջարկում ենք մեր օգնությունը։ Գործունեության 13 տարիների ընթացքում ստացվել են միլիոնավոր դոլարների փոխհատուցում իր շահ հաճախորդների։ Վստահեք մեզ, Davana Law Firm, ձեր հուսալի գործընկերը։
Miriam, it's very nice to see you again. I know that congratulations are in order. Most recently, you received a coveted award from the Armenian Bar Association as a Rising Star attorney. Can you please elaborate on that?
Thank you so much, Arshanus. It's great to have you guys here at the firm again. But yes, it's such an exciting time for us. We're growing as a firm and we're growing professionally. And this time around, it was such an honor and pleasure to be recognized and awarded such a prestigious award. I'm delighted to share the news with you and the community.
Can you please talk about the significance of the award?
Well, I think it's first of its kind. The Armenian bar nationwide, including Canada, went through some of the nominations and chosen 20 attorneys, rising stars, who are young within their career, who are on the upscale within their career, and to be in that room with them, to be recognized with them, was just a life-changing experience. I was in awe, and it was a beautiful event in New York. I had the opportunity to bring my family with me. So first of all, we need more of those, but more importantly, to know that there's just so many young professionals alongside with you who battled the same hardship is heartwarming.
And besides, you've been valued one more time by your colleagues. That's important.
Well, that's to have the recognition of your colleagues is the number one affirmation of how well you're doing, because it's one thing to be recognized by your family, your friends, your peers, but when your colleagues give you that recognition, it's definitely of a different league.
Yeah, of course, a professional recognizing another professional.
What more can you ask for?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can see the smile on your face says it all.
Well, I always wanted to go to an Ivy League school, never got the chance because I was an immigrant when I came here. English was my third language. So I never went to an Ivy League school, but instead I got recognition within the walls of an Ivy League school. It was held at the prestigious Princeton Club, so it was really nice.
What I really appreciate in professionals like you is you're so down to earth, yet you've accomplished so much.
Well, thank you for saying that. I think being humble is a trait that takes you far. Being humble allows you to have the patience and hear the concerns. And I don't think it's something you could learn. It's probably innate, but being humble is one of the strongest characteristics that I think I value within myself, yes.
Does a prestigious award like this validate your career in law?
Arshadus, thank you for a great question. I think the timing of the award is so extremely important to me. As you know, I was in the corporate world for such a long time. Leaving the corporate world and having my own practice, you always have doubts. You always need validation. And the timing of this award provides that validation for me, because you're always seeking for reaffirmation of whether you're on the right path or not.
Mariam, what is the impact of being part of the Armenian Bar Association?
Well, the Armenian Bar Association to me was a group that you could join and be part of. And initially I joined thinking I was going to contribute to their efforts, but in reality it's been a very reciprocal relationship where they've guided me and they've helped me in return. So within our community, I think it's so important to have these nucleuses, these groups that help each other, whether it be professionally or through interests or hobbies. And because we're all carrying the commonality of being attorneys, it lights up the room. Anytime we come together, our purpose is the same, our care is the same, and our drive is the same. So, in the past 4 years with the Armenian Bar Association, they've expanded my world tremendously, whether on the political level, on the mentor-mentee level, on the professional level, and just raising the bar overall. I may be drowned in my files here at the office, and the minute I join my friends within the Armenian Bar Association, I see the change that's transpiring within the community. And I don't think you get that kind of a first row seat anywhere else, but for these special groups that are, within our community and have done an extremely well-organized job. I don't know if you know, but recently, this year actually, the Armenian Bar Association you celebrated their 30th anniversary. Yeah, and to hear that, to see that, to witness that kind of unity within the shores of the United States of America, I think it's very impressive, something to be very proud of.
And it's a history of 30 years.
And the experience of 30 years, because if there are things that have been tested and we know that they don't work, then that provides us the opportunity to now maybe try something else or build on it.
Դավանա իրավաբանական փորձառու գրասենյակ։ Ընկերությունը, որը ունի հմուտ եւ պրոֆեսիոնալ փաստաբաններ, գլխավորությամբ Մարիամ Kuregyan-ի, պատրաստ են ձեզ ծառայել մի շարք ոլորտներում՝ ճանապարհատրանսպորտային վթարներ, Uber-ի եւ Lyft-ի հետ կապված պատահարներ։ Ապահովելով բարձր որակ եւ վստահություն, մենք առաջարկում ենք մեր օգնությունը։ Գործունեության 13 տարիների ընթացքում ստացվել են միլիոնավոր դոլարների փոխհատուցում իշահ հաճախորդների։ Վստահեք մեզ, Davana Law Firm, ձեր հուսալի գործընկերը։
Scottsdale, Arizona-ի Villa Home անշարժ գործակալության փորձառու ներկայացուցիչ Էլեոնորա Գրիգորյանը առաջարկում է real estate market-ի բացառիկ հնարավորություններ։ Արիզոնա նահանգում դարձեք սեփականատեր կամ գործատեր, վճարելով անհավատալի ցածր արժեքներ։
I welcome you to Arizona for newer and greater real estate opportunities. Zangahadek.
Մանրամասների համար հեռացանել 602 919 92 59։ Դաստիարակությունը հոգու հացն է։ Lily Schoolhouse մանկապարտեզն իր փորձառու մանկավարժներով եւ հայեցի դաստիարակությամբ զարգացնում է երեխաների ընդունակությունները եւ տալիս բազմակողմանի գիտելիքներ։ Առաջարկում ենք Languages and Social Development, Character Development, Creative Play, Arts and Crafts, Music, Dancing, Reading, Writing, Teaching Alphabet, Math, Science and Nutrition, Shapes and Colors։ Մանկությունը հասունանում է մանկության մեջ։ Արձանագրեք ձեր երեխաներին զանգարելով 310 849 9340։
Մեր աշխարհը նույնը չէ, մեր հայրենիքը նույնը չէ, եւ վերջապես մենք ինքներս նույնը չենք։ Բայց օտար փաստաբաններ դեռ ինչ-որ բան են վաճառում ձեզ։ Մենք, ի տարբերություն նրանց, հասկանում ենք հայ մարդու այսօրվա խնդիրները եւ պատրաստ ենք միանալու ձեզ այսօր հաղթարելու օրենքի հետ կապված ձեր բոլոր խնդիրները։ Մենք, հայերով, միասին, միասնաբար։
Գլենդելում է գտնվում Provident Lending Group հարավային Կալիֆոռնիայի խոշոր հիպոթեկային բանկերից մեկը, որը 13 տարի շարունակ օգնում է ձեր տների եւ անշարժ գույքի ֆինանսավորման եւ վերաֆինանսավորման գործում։ Մեր մասնագետները իրենց գիտելիքով եւ փորձառությամբ վճռական են ձեր ֆինանսական խնդիրների շահավետ լուծման հարցում։ Fixed and adjustable rate home loans, conventional, jumbo, FHA, VA, bank statements, stated income, foreign national, hard money and much more. 21-day close guarantee։ Ժամադրության համար զանգահարեք 877 556 2655 կամ 818 543 6000։ I'm sure you'll agree with me that every single of us is taking pride in our Armenian heritage.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think also, even though I'm not an attorney, but I think if we have more attorneys joining the Armenian Bar Association, it would make the association more powerful or the community more powerful? Do you think there is need for more Armenians to join the Armenian Bar Association?
Well, I think the recent influx of having Armenian students join the legal profession has increased. That's been confirmed. I do know that my paralegal who recently got accepted in the Southwestern part-time program states that they've done studies and the attendance has increased, so that's great news, which means that there's more interest in the profession. But I also think law is such a beautiful profession. You could study law and then end up being a politician, being a judge, being an attorney, being a business person. So law allows you to do a lot of things. And because of that, I think having a strong Armenian Bar Association is extremely important. The more members we have, the greater strength we have. And I think anyone that's interested, I urge them to go onto their website and look at their events, their mentor-mentee programs, and if we can pass down the knowledge that we've already accumulated, then we spend less time wasting and making mistakes. We're able to pass down that knowledge. Recently we had a firm crawl here at our firm last week, and it was tailored to younger professionals who are maybe thinking of having their own practice or thinking of developing their career. And if there's things that I could pass down to them, then that cuts down their time in reaching their goal. And if you save time, then you're able to build on your momentum and grow quicker. So to answer your question in short, absolutely. The more members we have, the more involvement we have, the more financial contributions we have, the stronger we are. And you can apply that rule to everything, not just the Armenian Bar Association.
I agree. Mariam, can you tell our viewers what changes have been made in regards to personal injury law guidelines?
It's hard to pinpoint specific changes, but what I am seeing in terms of repetition and reoccurrence is the ever more need of having representation. It's becoming more and more difficult to assert your rights within the personal injury realm, so I think it's important to retain an attorney, to consult an attorney, because a lot of the injuries tend to be invisible initially. I do know that a layperson would recognize the difference between a broken arm versus not, but it's hard to identify traumatic brain injury cases because no one that ever has experienced brain injury is truly aware that they have encountered a brain injury. So I think it's very important to retain counsel who then will be able to pair you with a provider that can identify some of the invisible injuries that people suffer. Also similarly, as in one of my recent cases, chronic pain. How do you truly document chronic pain while you're enduring that pain? And I think you need to seek specialists who, by result, are your attorney and also your doctor to work as a team and be able to present that kind of loss or injury.
And besides, retaining an attorney prior to starting any case is important because it can turn into a very complicated situation and it will be too late.
Absolutely. I think complication is one area of concern, but again, documenting the injury is the primary area of concern. Also within our community, what I've noticed in terms of trends is, we ourselves carry a lot of stereotypes within our own mental state, but more importantly, people that are evaluating our cases also carry stereotypes. So, and I think we have to be able to carefully navigate those waters of stereotype, whether it's conscious or subconscious, because they impact the settlements at every level.
So seek legal advice.
That would be my advice.
The Armenian Bar Association provides perhaps the only avenue and the only link to connecting and networking with professionals. Many of us are first generation Armenians, Armenian immigrants here, and having family who is involved in this profession is sometimes rare. So the Bar Association provides that connectivity for law students to connect to attorneys. In addition, we provide continuing legal education opportunities. We provide for growth for young lawyers. The Young Lawyers Committee was recently established. Our focus with them is to provide client development, networking opportunities to improve their craft as a professional. So we'll offer another program that is in the works, in the developmental stages. And I'm not aware of any other bar association that offers this through the generosity of one of our members who is probably one of 10 preeminent trial firms in the country. They are offering our young lawyers the opportunity to do trial prep. For many lawyers, even the seasoned lawyers, going to trial is an expensive proposition. Taking your case from the beginning to the end is costly, and if you lose, the stakes are high, not just for the client, but also for the attorney. And really, with any other sport, basketball, you get to practice, soccer, you get to practice. Well, with trial, you really don't get to practice. So this is an opportunity that we've created for our members. And one of the few ways that we expand on the name recognition of our members is to seek out those few who are still in their prime. We call it 20 under 40. These are 20 individuals that we recognize in our membership who are still under 40 years old, who have distinguished themselves in the profession, but have also made a meaningful contribution to the community. And we go through an extensive application process. Applicants come from all over the country, actually all over the world, because we had an individual who applied and was successful recipient from Canada. Several years ago, we had someone who was honored from Hong Kong. So these are all Armenian American or Armenian Canadian, as the case may be, attorneys who have distinguished themselves in the law. They are nominated by members. Then a team of judges go through their applications and really find those individuals who stand out and above the rest. We were fortunate this year. I think we're talking specifically about Mariam Kuregyan today. Mariam started as in-house counsel through Paramount, and she was working in an area of the law that is highly coveted at this point. A lot of young lawyers, a lot of students want to get into the practice of entertainment law. And it's not an easy field to break into. It's actually quite competitive. And Mariam was working in-house with Paramount Studios. We had just relaunched our mentorship program for student members. And if you can imagine, we had quite a few individuals, quite a few students who were looking to be paired up, and it's a one-on-one pairing, which means that the attorney has to give up her time or his time to spend personalized time with a student to help review resumes, to help work through interview tactics, to give them very specific advice, make introductions so that the next person can follow him or her through that arduous task of finding a job in their chosen field. And so as you can imagine, we had quite a few people who were interested, quite a few students who were interested in entertainment law. And the numbers just didn't match with the number of attorneys who were either practicing or had expressed an interest who were entertainment lawyers. Mariam was participating for the first time as well with the Bar Association, and she was enthusiastic. She was happy to pass on the skills that she had working as an entertainment attorney, and we paired her up with a student. Then we had some additional interest, and we reached out to Mariam and we said, surely you must have some colleagues in the entertainment industry who would be willing to volunteer their time. And Mariam said, so graciously, I will take on every student that you assign. And she did. I mean, having an opportunity for a student to walk on set, to walk on studio, to make those connections is something that cannot be replicated. And so we were quite fortunate that Mariam was very willing to give up her time in that way.
Mariam, you have surrounded yourself by a female staff. Your team is all female.
Yes.
And I know that you feel strongly about empowering young female attorneys, professionals.
That's a great observation. Thank you so much. I'm glad you took note of that. But I think, if nobody had encouraged me, I probably would not have become an attorney and would not have been able to achieve the kind of success that I have. In my life, my parents encouraged me, my siblings encouraged me, my husband, who forever I'll be indebted to, has encouraged me and made me believe that I could go to law school. And I think that we all owe a duty to pass it on. And my weak spot is young Armenian females. And the reason that is I know what they're capable of, and we are resilient, we're capable, we try our best to do it all, and at times we are successful at doing it all. So if I can help and lend my knowledge or ability to someone that has questions or is in need of seeing the path, I always make myself available because I've seen the value that it has given within my life, and I see that I could pass it down to someone that's in need.
And from what I've learned by sitting down and talking to you, gratitude is the key to your success.
Well, how could we not be grateful? Look at where we are. We are, within the borders of the United States of America. We have flourished. We have developed personally and within our profession. And anything you put your mind to within this country, it's possible. And I want to extend that to our brothers and sisters within Armenia. I want them to think that the possibilities are endless, and the possibilities are endless.
Thank you. Can't wait to sit down with you again.
Thank you so much.
Դավանա իրավաբանական փորձառու գրասենյակ։ Ընկերությունը, որը ունի հմուտ եւ պրոֆեսիոնալ փաստաբաններ, գլխավորությամբ Մարիամ Kuregyan-ի, պատրաստ են ձեզ ծառայել մի շարք ոլորտներում՝ ճանապարհատրանսպորտային վթարներ, Uber-ի եւ Lyft-ի հետ կապված պատահարներ։ Ապահովելով բարձր որակ եւ վստահություն, մենք առաջարկում ենք մեր օգնությունը։ Գործունեության 13 տարիների ընթացքում ստացվել են միլիոնավոր դոլարների փոխհատուցում իր շահ հաճախորդների։ Վստահեք մեզ, Davana Law Firm, ձեր հուսալի գործընկերը։ Davana իրավաբանական փորձառու գրասենյակ։ Ընկերությունը, որը ունի հմուտ եւ պրոֆեսիոնալ փաստաբաններ, գլխավորությամբ Mariam Kuregyan-ի, պատրաստ են ձեզ ծառայել մի շարք ոլորտներում՝ ճանապարհատրանսպորտային վթարներ, Uber-ի եւ Lyft-ի հետ կապված պատահարներ։ Ապահովելով բարձր որակ եւ վստահություն, մենք առաջարկում ենք մեր օգնությունը։ Գործունեության 13 տարիների ընթացքում ստացվել են միլիոնավոր դոլարների փոխհատուցում իր շահ հաճախորդների։ Վստահեք մեզ, Davana Law Firm, ձեր հուսալի գործընկեր։
Դաստիարակությունը հոգու հացն է։ Lily Schoolhouse մանկապարտեզն իր փորձառու մանկավարժներով եւ հայեցի դաստիարակությամբ զարգացնում է երեխաների ընդունակությունները եւ տալիս բազմակողմանի գիտելիքներ։ Առաջարկում ենք Languages and Social Development, Character Development, Creative Play, Arts and Crafts, Music, Dancing, Reading, Writing, Teaching Alphabet, Math, Science and Nutrition, Shapes and Colors։ Մանկությունը հասունանում է մանկության մեջ։ Արձանագրեք ձեր երեխաներին զանգարելով 310 849 9340։
Մեր աշխարհը նույնը չէ, մեր հայրենիքը նույնը չէ, եւ վերջապես մենք ինքներս նույնը չենք։ Բայց օտար փաստաբաններ դեռ ինչ որ բան են վաճառում ձեզ։ Մենք ի տարբերություն նրանց հասկանում ենք հայ մարդու այսօրվա խնդիրները եւ պատրաստ ենք միանալու ձեզ այսօր հաղթարելու օրենքի հետ կապված ձեր բոլոր խնդիրները։ Մենք հայերով միասին, միասնաբար։
Գլենդելում է գտնվում Provident Lending Group հարավային Կալիֆոռնիայի խոշոր հիպոթեկային բանկերից մեկը, որը 13 տարի շարունակ օգնում է ձեր տների եւ անշարժ գույքի ֆինանսավորման եւ վերաֆինանսավորման գործում։ Մեր մասնագետները իրենց գիտելիքով եւ փորձառությամբ վճռական են ձեր ֆինանսական խնդիրների շահավետ լուծման հարցում։ Fixed and adjustable rate home loans, conventional, jumbo, FHA, VA, bank statements, stated income, foreign national, hard money and much more. 21-day close guarantee. Ժամադրության համար զանգահարեք 877-556-2655 կամ 818-543-6000։
Գլենդելի կենտրոնում Հարվարդ եւ Մերիլենդ փողոցների անկյունում գտնվող նորաբաց My Salon գեղեցկության սրահը արդեն իսկ դարձել է ամենաոճային կանանց եւ տղամարդկանց սիրելի վայրը, որն առաջարկում է ամենօրյա, երեկոյան, տոնական եւ հարսանեկան վարսահարդարման ու դիմահարդարման յուրահատուկ ծառայություններ։ Ընդարձակ ու նրբաճաշակ սրահում գործում են անվանի եւ միջազգային ճանաչում ունեցող մասնագետներ։ My Salon խնամված եւ գրավիչ արտաքինի ձեր գրավականը։
Scottsdale, Arizona-ի Villa Home անշարժ գույքի գործակալության փորձառու ներկայացուցիչ Էլեոնորա Գրիգորյանը առաջարկում է real estate market-ի բացառիկ հնարավորություններ։ Արիզոնա նահանգում դարձեք սեփականատեր կամ գործատեր, վճարելով անհավատալի ցածր արժեքներ։
I welcome you to Arizona for newer and greater real estate opportunities. Զանգահարեք
Մանրամասների համար հեռաձայնել 602 919 92 59։
For advertising on INSIGHT TV, please call 818-653-0199.